Welcome again to the Ref Show. Glad to have Carlton Palmer back with us after his globe-trotting travels. I don't know where he's not been since we last saw him. And Mark Halsey as well, who, well, cracky, back globe-trotting with you as well. Off to Colombia this week for a You Are the Ref clinic. Well, we're going to talk later in the show about Kilimanjaro. Have you heard about this, Carl?
No.
Kilimanjaro. Have you ever been to Kilimanjaro?
No.
Have you looked at it? You know where it is?
It's
yeah. Africa, Tanzania.
Yeah.
I just had to look it up there.
We're looking for ex-players to join it. So join us. And we're playing a football match at the top for the Guinness Book of Records for the Steve Prescott Foundation.
Jesus, I don't know if my heart can stand up to that one.
There you go. How are you, by the way?
Yeah, no, I'm all right. Yeah, I've 7 months now. Played 2 games now, 2 90 minutes. Surgeon said 100%, no problem. Fantastic. So he doesn't expect. He said, barring any stupidness from my part, he said it shouldn't be an issue again for me. So I was very, very, very lucky. You know, when you look at the likes of Tiote and Ekiog, I said to Lucy, it just wasn't my time to go, was it? I mean, how I don't die at that time is just by the grace of God and some good medical care.
Well, you're looking fantastic.
I'm feeling great.
But he doesn't look like he's put on a pound, does he? Look at him.
No, I'm still. I was out yesterday with Lucy. I did 5.5 miles yesterday. So yeah, now I'm feeling. I mean, this one thing the doctor said to me, the surgeon. He said, "Don't change your lifestyle, because that's what's kept you alive."
Well, so that's an okay to all the Guinness that you drink then. Okay.
I've never told him about that.
He had a few years by the look at him.
You don't mention that.
Yeah.
But if you did want to engage in some stupidity, which you've been advised not to, here's your man refereeing a game at the top of Kilimanjaro in October. I can think of better months to do it as well, because it can be pretty chilly up there, right at the very top. Anyway.
Yeah, I really am looking forward to it. Obviously getting the whistle out and refereeing again at the top, but it's for a great cause. It's, you know, obviously everyone knows in the rugby league world, Steve Prescott, who was a fantastic rugby player. You know, played for England, St Helens, Hull, and obviously sadly lost his battle with cancer. Fantastic man. Left a family, a wife and 2 young children, and we're doing it to raise money to save people's lives that are suffering with this dreaded disease that a lot of people do.
We'll come back to it later, just for a few more of the details. I don't know if you're aware of who's playing and that kind of, we'll talk about that later. The more serious side of it, again, is the Confederations Cup, and every week I groan because I think, we've done to death video assistant referees, and yet more controversies come on which force us to discuss it. So we have the final of the Confederations Cup. We'll talk to Carlton in a minute about the fact that Germany keep winning everything. They've beaten Chile. But once again, there's discussion over a decision that perhaps should have been sorted by the video assistant. Germany's Timo Werner was elbowed by Gonzalo Jara. It was only a yellow card when it looked like a red. So you're something.
Well, I've got to say, Big Z, looked like it was a red card all day long.
Right. Okay.
Absolutely nailed on red card, and obviously, I mean, we're looking at the protocol, and obviously they can review red card incidents, an issue of a red card or one that hasn't. If he's got a shout in his ear by the VAR up in wherever he's sitting, and the ball had clearly gone out of play. So they were alert to it straight away, advising the referee from Serbia, Matic, I think it was, that you need to review this incident because it's a clear and obvious error on your part, i.e. you should have issued a red card. Now, okay, so follows protocol, he goes over, he looks at the screen, views the screen. I'm sitting there thinking he's off, it's a red card because obviously it's worked. The protocols work well, where it hasn't in other instances during the Confederations Cup. So he comes over to the player and pulls out a yellow card. Now, that's not what it's for. It's not. Now, if that's what his intention all the time, then there should have been a conversation going over to that screen to say, listen, this is. You can only review a clear and obvious error. Yeah. So in this case, it was a clear and obvious error because he wasn't going to take any action.
No.
But it was absolutely nailed on red card. So once again, you know, they've had these.
Surely it'd be better then if the referee takes the word of the video assistant and says it should be a red. Okay, I'll give a red.
Yeah, but
he's gone over to look at it himself.
But the VAR has then said it. You know, said to him, you need to review this incident because it's a clear and obvious error on your part. If that's what he said, now he should be saying, listen, you've missed a clear and obvious. It's a clear and obvious error. It's a clear red card. You need to come over and view.
But he did come over.
He did. Well, that's where I'm lost for words.
Yeah.
How can you look at incident? I mean, it's a fault. I mean, he's got the Chilean.
Where are you on this whole issue? Where are you on this?
I'm not with it at all. I'm with all the talking points in the pubs on a Saturday night. Too much for me.
You're still getting talking points for the VAR.
Yeah, but it's talking points for me that, you know, during the course of the season, referees are going to make mistakes, genuine mistakes, right?
Yeah.
For me, over the course of the season, it won't cost anybody the league title, won't cost anybody relegation. You know, at the end of the day, by and large, if somebody wins the FA Cup, if somebody wins the League Cup, if somebody wins the league, they deserve to win it. So I like the fact that, you know, the game should flow, should keep on being able to flow. It's all right with rugby because there are breaks in the game in rugby where you know, the ball's out to play and you can have that time to review it. In football, it's just going to slow the game down. And really, like we've seen here, it's still going to be more talking points and more controversy.
Right, so you can honestly say, hand on heart, on that heart there, you've never been on a panel on TV that said, oh, we should bring in video replays, because that's always been a reflex of ex-players and managers. Oh, we should have video.
No, I've not.
You've never done that.
I've not been. I'm not against goal line technology, right? But because again, if it's a goal, the ball's gone dead, right? If the ball's gone over the line, right?
It's a fact.
It's a fact. But no, I've never been one of those advocating it. I know in my career, obviously, I've gone mad when decisions have gone against me. But you know, decisions have gone against me. There's been times in the game. I mean, you know, if you've handballed a ball, you're not going to go to the referee and say, "Oh, by the way, I've handballed the ball." There's times you've got away with things.
Yeah.
You know, but it's part of the game.
I mean, it's been brought in for, you know, game-changing decisions. Clear and obvious error by the referee. When the game is stopped, like red cards, mistaken identity, you know, was it offside? Was it not offside? So you're not going to stop play that much. I mean, in the semi-final we saw a clear penalty to Chile that should have been given.
We'll talk about that in part two. Yeah, okay, I've got that ready for part two because that's another one, isn't it?
It's just that I think you're looking at it. There needs to be more training and education for the VARs. That's the problem. They don't. The top referees don't know when to come in and use it and when not to use it. And it's the same with the guy sitting up in the VAR. So there needs to be fundamental change. I mean, if this is going to come in for the World Cup, it's got to be right. It has to be right. Because if it goes in its present format, then I'm with Carl. Well, don't bring it in for the World Cup.
The ref show during the World Cup is just going to be these conversations on a weekly basis. We don't really want these conversations, do we, about this?
Unless you get the correct training and education in for the VAR and the correct personnel to operate the VAR.
Yeah, but I mean, I'll tell you now. You look at video evidence, even sometimes now. You look at it and you think, oh, I'm still not sure.
You go on the on-field decision
and
with the referee.
And it is, even though you're saying that clear elbow in the final of Confederations Cup, I mean, it still becomes a matter of opinion because you've got a guy there, a referee, whose opinion was it was still only a yellow card. Yeah. Whether he's right or wrong, that's an opinion, isn't it?
It's interpretation, isn't it?
But fact, that was a matter of fact that he's cleared ball and he knows it because the game was tempo of the game was going up because Chile were losing their tempo.
Yeah, but I haven't seen the incident though. But where's the referee? If it's that clear, if that's that clear about elbow, the referee should have been able to see it.
Well, he was in. You're right there. He was in a good position, but I think the speed of it. I mean, he's gone bang.
Right.
I mean, could have broke his jaw.
Well, on that happy note. We'll end part one. We'll be back with more of the same, unfortunately, and we'll go figuratively, we're going to the top of Kilimanjaro. Do rejoin us.